Okay, so here's some example problems for ratio and rate tables that we can just go through quickly. You can either I've attached this, you can print it out and do it with me and then fold it up and glue it in your journal as notes, or you can just write the examples down in your journal, whatever works best for you. So number 1, a principal needs 2 chaperones for every 25 students at the school dance. How many chaperones does he need if 225 students are expected to be at the dance? So remember, the first thing we're going to look for is scale factor. Okay. Is there a number that I can multiply or divide by? And remember, it has to be a whole number. If there's not, then let's find the unit rate. Okay. So first we're going to look for a scale factor. So is there something that I can multiply 25 by to get 225? Well, let's think. How many quarters are in $2.25? Well, there's 8 quarters in $2. So add another quarter on top of that. That would be 9. So times 9. So I can use scale factor because there's a pretty whole number I can multiply by. So I'm going to do the same thing here, times 9. That means that this principal would need 18 teachers or chaperones if there were 225 students at the dance. Now let's just say that we had a 10 here. Okay, let's say there was a 10 here. Well, I know that 2 times 5 is 10, so I could do 25 times 5, which should get me 125. So 10 chaperones would be needed for 125 students. Number 2, Nayoko is having a pizza party. If 2 large pizzas serve 9 people, how many pizzas should she order to serve 27 guests at the party? Well, first thing I'm going to look for a scale factor. Is there a pretty whole number I can multiply or divide by? Yes, there is. 9 times 3 is 27. So I'm going to do the same to the top. 2 times 3 is 6. So how many pizzas should she order? 6 pizzas. Number 3. A store is having a sale on CDs. Adrian buys 5 CDs and spends $40. If he decides to go back to the sale and buy 2 more CDs, how much will he pay? Okay, so first off, we need to figure out how much is 2 more CDs going to cost him. So if he goes back and he buys 2 more CDs, how much is he going to pay for those 2 CDs? Well, first thing I'm going to look for, is there a scale factor, a number I can multiply or divide by to go from 5 down to 2? No, there is not a whole number I can multiply or divide by between these 2 numbers. 5 divided by no whole number will get me 2. Same thing. 2 times no number will get me 5. So I'm going to need to find the unit rate. Okay, so 1 CD is going to cost me how much? Well, let's see. If it's $40 for 5 CDs, then I'm going to do 40 divided by 5 to tell me my unit rate. And 40 divided by 5 is 8. Okay, so 1 CD will cost me $8. Now that I know that, if 1 CD costs me $8, well, I can use scale factor to help me figure out how much 2 CDs cost. So 1 times 2 is 2. So 8 times 2 is 16. So how much will he pay? He'll pay $16. So on numbers 1 and 2, there was a scale factor we could use to help us figure out the answer to our problem. But on number 3, there was not a scale factor we could use, so we found the unit rate and then used the unit rate to help us find our missing value. So that's the order you need to go in. Is there a scale factor? If not, then find the unit rate and use the unit rate to help you figure out your missing value.